Hey, what's up everyone? And well, it's time for yet another theme park attractions rundown review. And what other place than, well, I should say the sweetest theme park in the United States, and that is Hershey Park. And what other town than Hershey, Pennsylvania, the sweetest place, at least in the northeastern part of the United States. Yeah, named after the famous chocolatier Milton Hershey himself. And, well, I'm going to give my full thoughts and reviews on what I think of the park and the attractions, and this multi-part review to be exact. I've mentioned this park several times in past reviews of attractions, but I've never given a full review, being that, well, I guess I got kind of preoccupied with other stuff, and, well, I've been longing to do a review on this park, and, well, here it is. So, what do I think of this park? Yeah, I can safely say this is a definite recommend for any age. This is a gorgeous theme park in the middle of the countryside because, as you know, Pennsylvania is famous for a lot of things. The Amish, the country, and farms, and so forth. Yeah, it's pretty much in the middle of all that. The town is gorgeous, and it's got the chocolate factory in front of the park, and a bunch of new things. Also keep in mind, this is not the first and only time I've been to this park, this year to be exact. I've also been to it the last time in 2018 of August, so things have obviously changed, and new attractions, 2 new coasters to be exact, have been added on. Well, one more of a revamp to be exact. I'll get to that in a little bit. And yeah, as I said, you got the factory tour in the front, which is separate admission, does not require admission into the main park itself, as well as the brand new chocolate tier, which is a kind of a little bit of a pricey restaurant, but a really nice place. So again, just like the Chocolate Factory Tour, or Chocolate World to be exact, you don't need to pay park admission, but you get a great view of the park and all the coasters and everything, primarily in the front section with some of the newest coasters to be exact, mainly the big ones, Sky Rush and Candymonium. It is a little pricey, but you get great food, so you get your money's worth. Yeah, there's plenty of restaurants throughout the town of Hershey, and Harrisburg is obviously nearby. Lancaster is about 20 to 30 minutes away where the Amish country is. The town of Hershey is gorgeous, with its iconic looking street lamps with little Hershey kisses on top. But, okay, before we get carried away, let's get back to the main part of the video, the park, shall we? Yeah. This park I highly recommend for pretty much any age, any type of person who likes any type of thrill. Whether you like the real super extreme stuff, the rather more thrilling but mild stuff, or the more casual and slow stuff, this park is for anybody. Yeah, you got any type of ride, even water rides, a whole water park. You got a zoo, you got a freaking dolphin show, anything in this park. Transportation rides like a sky chairlift. You got a train ride, a monorail. I mean, it has just about everything. And I must say, yeah, a lot of the rides are kind of built on top of each other, considering it is a big park, but a lot of they don't waste space in this park, that's for sure. Though this park can be a bit confusing to navigate, especially for anybody visiting this park for the first time. So you gotta get used to it. Because, yeah, first time going here, I got a little lost a few times, but I got used to it. And, yeah, there's tons of coasters here. I mean, there's so many of them, I couldn't even do them the first time I went here. And yes, there is also a thing called the Fast Track, which is basically like a Fast Pass or Express Pass, whatever the hell you call it. I'll talk about first the main attractions, the more mild stuff, which is the more casual type of rides. As I said, yes, you got a train ride. It's pretty fun, just about for any age. It starts out kind of slow at some parts, and then at the end it actually speeds up pretty fast. You got, of course, several kiddie coasters, like a Wild Mouse. You got sort of a mine train coaster with a couple of twists and turns called the Trailblazer. Great ride for beginners. You got a pirate ship ride. You got 3 drop towers. Yeah, that's right. One bigger than the other as you go along. And speaking of towers, they even have a so-called kissing tower. No, you don't have to kiss inside. It's just because the windows are shaped like Hershey Kiss is, and it gives you a gorgeous view of the park as you revolve around really slowly as you're going up. You stop at the top and come down really slowly. Yeah, don't worry. It's a very casual looking type of ride, and that's pretty much what it is, to give you a gorgeous view from a high spot, safely and in a non-thrilling manner. Just like the train and monorail, they're for people that are looking for a nice casual, calm ride. You got, of course, car ride, which you can choose the more modernized hot rod car that only fits up to 2 people, or you can go more old school retro with the antique looking car that fits up to 4 people. You got a log flume, two of them to be exact. You got one that's kind of basic, don't get too wet on it, but you do get a photo on it called the Coal Cracker. Okay, I don't really get the name behind it, but it's kind of fun. A decently mildly sized drop to it. But the real big one that you get the most drenched is located right outside the water park, and that is called Tidal Force. Yes, just like any of these types of big boats that go around and only down the drop and that's it, you get soaking wet. So this is definitely one that you want to wear your swimsuit on. And especially after you exit, yes, you can stand on the bridge just like most of these and get drenched even more as the wave comes down, and I don't have to say much more there, you get drenched even more. Yeah. Definitely a must-do on a super sunny, hot day, as well as the water park, where it's pretty much located in, that has a giant wave pool and a bunch of water slides. Yeah, can't stress how much more. If it's a hot, sunny day, once again, this is a must-do. But it can get pretty crowded on certain days, especially on the weekends during the summer, which is, well, the only time it's open. You also have bumper cars. You also have a big Ferris wheel. And even another kiddie coaster called the Coco Cruiser. Okay, pretty appropriate name for a coaster in a place like Hershey Park. Yeah, that's one thing I do have to sort of nitpick with this place is, for a place called Hershey Park, there's not that many rides named after chocolate as you expect. Yeah, there's only about a couple of them, and there's one that they actually renamed that's a backwards and forwards boomerang coaster. Yeah, we've seen plenty of these through the parks, and I've been on several of these. Not that I hate these rides or anything, they are a bit nauseating, but it's just a little exhausting considering there's just so many of these, and they're just the same thing. It pulls you back like a slingshot, lets you go on the loops and go up really slow, you go in reverse, and that's it. It used to be called the Sidewinder, but they renamed it and repainted it, naming it after Jolly Ranchers. It's basically the same ride, just with the strobe lights and the music and that little tunnel that you obviously go through both ways, and as well as the sweet scent of Jolly Ranchers. Other than that, it's pretty much the same ride. But other than that, I ain't got much to say there. That's pretty much my only minor gripe or nitpick, but don't let that deviate you. This park is definitely a must visit, and, well, I have a lot more to get to. Obviously, this park is one big chocolate bar, too big for one bite. Yep, they sell chocolate bars that big inside of the Chocolate World gift shop in front of the park. Check in for part 2. We'll get down and talk about the roller coasters. At least the ones that I've been on. Keep watching.